RuneScape 3 Leagues is back, and this time we're not only going for the Dragon Trophy, but we're also seeing just how powerful we can become. This is a league unlike before, where hit caps are removed and the combat blessings are insanely powerful. We will be taking on RuneScape's hardest bosses and pushing the combat relics to its limit. And we are in Leagues to Equilibrium. So we have our relics mostly picked, regions mostly decided on, and let's get started. So as for the very first relic pick, it is between Golden Touch and Endless Harvest, but I think I decided on Endless Harvest. We are going to have to AFK a little bit today, so Endless Harvest is going to be perfect for that. It's going to give us full 15-minute AFK for all gathering skills. Golden Touch is good, but I do think that with Thieving, we'll be able to train that semi-AFK anyway. Sure, the 3 times loot is nice. We'll be able to note things once we hit 99 Thieving anyway as well. So I think we're going to be fine. We're going to go with Endless Harvest. And look at that animation. Man, that looks real nice. Alright, Endless Harvest obtained. Let's get to working on some points. I'm going to start with how I begin most accounts, completing the Blood Pact. It is a 10-point task. So let's get that completed, and we'll get some starting weapons as well. And Blood Pact is done. We got a few combat levels. Combat XP lamp that we will use, get some more levels and 10 points. So this league is much different than last. It's much better in my opinion. We have relics, which mostly affect skills. The last tier relic will affect combat skills. But then there's also combat blessings, and it's going to affect all 4 combat styles. And there's specific tasks that will award you a blessing point. The first one being kill a goblin. So that is the first blessing task completed, and we can claim our very first combat blessing. You do have 3 resets for combat blessings, so I am just going to go with Terragard's Aegis to start. It's going to give us a little bit of extra damage based off of our armor value, and I do think it is the better pick out of the 3. We picked up a Slayer task from Jacqueline. We're going to be killing some cows, so we'll complete this for another task and gain a few magic levels. And that is the task completed with that kill, 10 points. I am sort of following a League's guide, but we will be breaking off and doing some random tasks at some point, as well as just AFKing pretty soon too. I went and completed Cook's Assistant and burned my first piece of food for another task, before going on and doing some mining to complete some mining related tasks, followed by some smithing. The main benefit of the Endless Harvest relic is that I can completely AFK any gathering skill. It sends all of those resources straight to the bank, so it does give that full 15-minute AFK, which I am going to have a lot of AFK time. And I'm a little afraid it's going to put me behind to begin, but we're going to combine it with some relics later on, as you'll see. I definitely want the Transmutation relic, and we'll be able to convert all of these raw materials that I'm getting into higher tiers, and that is the plan as of right now. I completed the Restless Ghost for some early prayer levels, which might be a bit of a problem since we didn't take Golden Touch. And that is the first 30-point task completed in the league. Wasn't very fun competing with everyone shearing those sheep over there. And this is the last task we need until we can unlock our second relic. And I do have the choice locked in. I know what we're going to pick. We also get our first new region, which unfortunately we have to take Karamja first. And that is Karamja unlocked. 30 points for that. Apparently we auto-completed Dragon Slayer. Now let's go pick up our relic, and the choice is between Animal Wrangler, Superheated, and Divine Druid, but Divine Druid just seems so much better. Automatically banks some herbs. When you clean the herbs, it automatically turns them into the unfinished potions, so that is awesome. And then there's some small divination buffs in there as well. So this is definitely going to be the pick, and let's lock it in. So I'm going to have to do some AFKing for a bit, so we're here at the mine southwest of Lumbridge, and we'll just be AFKing here. Mining is probably the best benefit of Endless Harvest. You automatically bank all of the ores. You also have 100% stamina the entire time, and you have a 10% chance to upgrade the resource. So really awesome for mining. We're gonna get a ton of ores and start smithing so we can smith some pretty good basic gear, and then look at some combat. And so we switched over to some runite rocks. We're here in the Karamja volcano. That is 30 more points for mining 40 runite rocks. And we're up to 62 mining and 43 smithing. So a lot of AFKing has been done, and we're getting some pretty good gains so far. Switched to AFKing some fishing while we're here on Karamja. We're up to 61 fishing, probably like an hour of AFK time. So I'm really hoping all these resources set me up later once we get Transmutation and likely Production Master. Endless Harvest has been synergizing really well with Divine Druid. We have a ton of herbs in the bank, I'm getting them passively as I'm training gathering skills. And as I clean the herbs, it turns it straight into unfinished potions instantly. So it is a really good relic pick so far. I just think collecting all of these supplies are going to be huge later on. Just finished some more AFKing. We mined a lot of coal, and we can unlock our tier 3 relic. And I'm going to go with Nature's Network. It was really between Nature's Network and Voidwalker. Nature's Network allowing crops to instantly grow to full, and I think that's going to be my plan, especially with Transmutation later on. We're going to get a ton of farming XP and probably going to do our agility solve, so stay tuned for that. But I do think this is a really good pick. We're going to miss out on the Void Shards from the Voidwalker Relic, which kind of sucks, but it is a little bit of a gamble on that one, so I like the sure thing in Nature's Network. There's a task to complete the Stronghold of Player Security, which is different than the Stronghold of Player Security. I didn't actually realize that at first. Oh, you just pull a lever and then you can open this chest for 2 500 XP lamps. And this is going to be perfect because I don't really have a great way to train agility right now. So these lamps are going both on agility. This did get us from level 1 all the way up to level 25. So we have unlocked Surge. Still need 5 more levels for Dive, unfortunately, but having Surge now is kind of huge. So if you don't have the Golden Touch Relic, this is probably the best way to get some early agility levels. Yeah, if you guys are still yet to pick your tier 1 relic, I would probably go with Golden Touch. This is a bug that I maybe should report. It's kind of weird. You have to like wait for him to step on the right tile. And I have no money without Golden Touch either. So as you can tell, it was at this point where I started to realize Golden Touch was maybe a bit better, especially seeing 99 agilities pop up in the chat box. But we went with Endless Harvest, so no resets. And I think we will be able to pull ahead later on just with all of those extra materials that other people wouldn't have gotten. Okay, so we're going to focus on some blessings now. We're going to get 28 Slayer because we only need that to defeat a Sanguine Crawler. Really easy Slayer mob. And then we get another blessing point. And we are done the Slayer task, level 30 Slayer. So let's head to Haven Height and get another blessing task. This is a very easy blessing task. It does have a chance at dropping the Vampirism Gloves. Let's see if we get it. And no luck, we did get the 10 points. So we do need to complete one more blessing task for the actual combat blessing. Ivar is a task, but I think I'm a little bit too low level to fight him right now. So I think we'll train a little bit. It would be nice to get protection prayers before we fight Ivar. Well, yeah, let's just keep progressing, doing some more tasks. And that is the Necromancy quest completed. I think we can get a few quick points doing this. We'll spawn a skeleton. That's another 10 points. But yeah, we're going to leave Necromancy for a little while later. I really don't want to use it as a combat style. I wish Daemonheim was available without Wildy. I kind of do too. It would have been cool to let everyone try out the Dungeoneering rework and everything. And finally, the Lesser Demon is down. That is 30 more points. We haven't actually tried out Nature's Network yet, so let's just test it on some seeds I just bought from the shop. So it's going to instantly harvest them as well as instantly grow the crops. And let's just try some potato seeds. We'll get our first few farming levels. And man, 99 farming is going to be so fast with this relic. And we can get so many herbs from it. It's going to be really good. I think we're going to finish up there. We do have more seeds as well. but I think I'll try and keep some just for transmutation later on. This should get us to level 47 farming. And now let's go process some of this, try and get some early herblore tasks. So it would be really good to get the next relic. It'll give us that 12 times XP multiplier. Being able to instantly convert these into unfinished potions is insane. Like, I love the feeling of this so much. I think we'll do the full 1000 potion task. It should be pretty quick. We definitely have the herbs. Okay, there. Oh, 80 points. Okay, even better. Okay, what should we do now? Okay, let's see if we can do this without protection prayers. Oh yeah, easily. Wazzy just got a warped stone. Doing some dungeoneering. Sure, he's happy about that. And that is Ivar completed. We got 10 maple planks. The colossal bone is really what we want. We can bury that for 3,200 prayer XP. Honestly, I'm thinking this might be the play for 43 prayer. We do need to complete all of the combat achievements here for another blessing task, so let's just see how far we can go and first claim the new blessing. So for blessing number 2, we get the choice between Abyssal Cinders, Bark Scales, and Striking Light. Abyssal Cinders is going to be my choice. It does give you an extra 15% ability damage on hit. Going to be huge for ranged when we do end up using that. And you have a 5% chance to spawn an Inferno of Zamrock, dealing 100-200% ability damage. Saradomin Light would also be a really good choice. We'll try out Abyssal Cinders first. We have some resets if needed. Let's get back in there and complete these achievements. Okay, that is the 25th kill. Should be another blessing task. Done. 30 points plus 80 for all the combat achievements. So that is a task. Let's just see if there's more. There. Okay. Have your tea. Okay, we got the story. You don't even have to listen to it. Perfect. 1,000 points until we get the next relic. Okay, so the gate is automatically unlocked. So let's go do that. You get 80 points for 1 clear, and then if we can get 10 clears, that's 200 points. So we might go for that. It will take a while with our low stats, but we can definitely do it. And I've spent so much time here on my hardcore. That's crazy. We can just train crafting here. At this level, yeah, the divination XP is gonna be insane too. I would be so mad if I got a drop. Oh, I would be mad. Because the drop rates aren't boosted yet. Almost makes me not want to even do this. It would just feel bad, so bad if I got a drop. It's true, the gate is actually a pretty good way to get cash. Like, I have no GP, and the gate has some alchables and some raw coin drops. So hopefully we get one of those instead of a unique. It's good points. Don't give me a drop. Please don't. Okay, latent offering is fine. My heart just dropped when I saw that though. Oh my god. Nothing that great. I guess let's just continue to bank it all. Yeah, you know, if I did get a drop, it would be useful, but like, the fact that I am just missing the dowser and the book on my hardcore after like almost 400 kills, I really don't want to see an unboosted drop at the gate on leagues. And that is kill number 10, 200 points for that task, and that took a long time to complete, so definitely deserved. Yeah, we're done here. We didn't quite get the mining level, but we're pretty close. We also are 2 levels off that 1,000 total level. And that is 80 mining for another 80 league points. And there's the mithril plate body made, 30 more points. Let's just get that, there we go, 1,000 total level, 80 more points. So apparently you can get 200 points by going down to the ancient altar and just clicking on the soul split icon even without the prayer level. So let's give it a try. Okay, moment of truth, let's see if it works. It does. That is ridiculous. Free 200 points. And that is Silver Quill defeated for another blessing task. So we'll claim the blessing and then we'll complete the other Silver Quill blessing task. So for the tier 3 blessing, we're going to go with Steadfast Will. It's going to give us a big bash damage attack. Eternal Sustenance and Avernic Rampage are both kind of interesting. Again, we might reset and just try another mid-game build at some point, but we're going with this first. Let's defeat Silver Quill with this achievement this time. So basically, all you need to do for this blessing task is when you defeat this little blob guy, we'll use Resonance, and we just need to Resonance that hit. And now finish the kill. That's another blessing task done. And that is the new relic obtained. Where you going, Transmutation? Let's lock it in. I honestly think that Transmutation might be the best relic in leagues. You can convert raw materials into a higher or a lower tier, and it works for things like bones, ashes, seeds, ores, logs, almost any raw material you can think of. So this is going to be a huge relic, and it's going to synergize really well with Endless Harvest and with Nature's Network, actually. Okay, let's test this relic out. We have a ton of seeds. We'll plant some Renars first. I think there's a task for it. Let's see. There's harvest 5 grimy Renars for 30 points. Very nice. So let's convert the Renars into Spirit Weed, and I think we'll just try every herb seed and see if there's just some tasks. And then we can go back and use Divine Druid, turn them into potions. Like, this is so good right now. I think these relic choices are synergizing extremely well. So I think I'll just AFK here for a little bit. We're going to collect some seeds, and that will help us get some farming levels. Literally any fruit tree seed, any regular tree, we can transmute into the highest tier and instantly grow them. So this is going to be insane XP. It's basically a free 99 farming. But yeah, day 1 has been a big success. I think we're going to AFK some gathering skills plus some thieving, and day 2 is going to be very exciting. We'll get to try out Transmutation a little bit more. There is an insane rune crafting method that you could do, so we'll check that out very soon. And that is the Natural History Museum completed, so that is unlocked Hunter. We actually couldn't train Hunter at all with the starting regions, so that's gonna allow us some training methods. And that's our 175th task. So with that, we have unlocked our next region. I think we are going to be going with the Wilderness. This is going to unlock all of the altars, so we can train rune crafting really well with the Transmutation Relic. We're going to want to do some Dungeoneering. The goal is to get the Dragon Trophy, so we kind of need to unlock Daemonheim if we want to train Dungeoneering efficiently. So let's lock it in, lock in the Wilderness, and this will cap a very successful day 1. So the goal for day number 2 is going to be train rune crafting. We literally have level 1 rune crafting. I want to get to at least level 99 rune crafting by the end of the day. There was a little bit of talk about whether Transmutation should convert air runes into unnoted pure essence. It sounds like maybe it was a bug, but it looks like they're not going to fix it for this league, but still, I kind of want to just get the 99 rune crafting out of the way while we can, and the XP is going to be insane. So we're here at the Abyss, just getting some talismans for different altars. We're really going to want Nature and Law, but we'll need all the lower ones too, just to train up from level 1. So we got quite a few talismans, a good start. Now we just need to buy some air runes. We're completely broke. That's what I get for not taking Golden Touch. So we might end up selling some of the runes that we make, but Transmutation can actually make you a ton of money just selling things back to shops. Okay, so let's try this out. So you can literally just turn the air runes into pure essence at the altar and just gain a ton of XP. So this is pretty good. I saw someone getting like, I don't know, 30 or 40, 50 million XP per hour at the nature altar. So we can definitely get 99, if not maybe 110 later tonight. So apparently you don't even have to wait for the animation to end. You can just spam click your air runes on your lower tier convergent spell. So you can do this as fast as you can possibly click, which is kind of cool. Right now we're getting about 2 million XP per hour. I love the magic XP coming in too. We were like level 10 or 20 magic when we started. So yeah, this is going to be pretty good. Lots of gains coming in, and we'll complete all of the rune crafting tasks that we can. And that is 78 rune crafting, so now we have access to a 200 point task. It's creating 100 earth runes with one inventory basically. So let's do that. We just need to make some inventory space. And let's drop these 2 talismans as well. And okay, here we go. Let's try it. There it is, 200 point task. That is huge. Like, that's why Transmutation is so good. It works for so many skills, so many big tasks. And that is another 30 point task. Make some combination runes. Just about to hit our first level 90 skill, rune crafting. And that is 200 points. And we were gaining 16 million rune crafting XP per hour. I think we'll probably stop for there. It's very click intensive, and we'll be able to get better XP per hour once we get our next relic. I'm not much of a quest guy, but that is Vampire Slayer completed. Mainly did it for the XP lamp. It'll get us some early ranged levels. So we're level 19 all the way up to level 45. This is another pretty easy task. Just make a Waka canoe. Needs 68 wood cutting, and it's an 80 point task. And that is another 80 point task coming in. Harvest 20 grimy quarms. So apparently this is the only way to get plant pots with these starting regions. You have to make them yourself. So we'll make an inventory, and that will do us for our farming grind. I probably should have completed this task a while ago, but we were short on money. It's just equipping an iron, steel, mithril, and adamant set. You get 30 points for most of these, and you can just buy them from the shop. I am very excited to use these plant pots. I did get them all out, but I think I'm going to hold off. We will just complete a few tasks. Planting a banana tree in Brimhaven is actually 2 30-point tasks, so a total of 60 points. And we'll complete these 500 extra points, and then we can unlock Production Master. That will give us access to exquisite urns, which work for farming, work for rune crafting. So then we can get started grinding on those. Okay, there's the salmon task. 30 more points. Yeah, okay, Ruby, done. 30 more points. Let's take advantage of Transmutation again, convert these to Dragon Bones, and we just need to bury 5 for another 30 points. You know, this could actually be a legit training method, just picking up these bones and transmuting them, but we are going to stop there. Collecting 10 Brimhaven agility tickets was actually a bit of a pain, but that is 80 more points. I really wish they updated this place like an old school. And we can just get this guy to note this lobster, and that is the last 30 points. We can get our next relic, and let's lock it in. We're going Production Master. Devout is a little bit tempting, but I think since I went Endless Harvest, there's no real need to bank, especially for gathering skills, and I'm not planning on doing many clues. So Production Master is the choice. Let's lock it in. Now that Production Master is obtained, we're going to get back on the rune crafting grind. We get 25% more XP because of the exquisite urns, and I think I want to knock this out, get to at least 99, maybe even 110 or 50 million XP. The XP is insane, but it is very click intensive. We're up to 62 million XP per hour. I think this is like a little benefit of Production Master that a lot of people undervalued. It's just 25% XP with these multipliers is insane. And remember, we only have 12 times multipliers, not the full 16. All right, here we go. 99 rune crafting, first 99 on the account. I think we gotta just commit to 50 million runecrafting XP at this point. We should get even better XP at the time altar, so maybe it takes like half an hour. It's so worth. And we got our first skilling pet in the league. We got the runecrafting pet. Now let's see how fast we get this XP per hour. I'm gonna go as fast as I can possibly click. We just broke 100 million XP per hour. Oh my god, 130 million XP per hour. That's peaked. My hand is really hurting. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop. 135. There's 110 rune crafting for 200 more points. We're getting a really nice head start to tier 6. There it is, 50 million runecrafting XP. I think it's time to go for the other 99 farming. $200,000 XP for that. It's crazy. Even Fellstock is giving a ton of XP, 124k per harvest. Plus we get the farming urn to proc every once in a while. And that is level 99 farming, second 99 on leagues, and another 200 point task. And another 200 points for the avocado bush. And that is a blessing task for defeating the King Black Dragon. Let's go train some Dungeoneering so we can take on the Flesh Hatcher. That is 2 floors down, we're level 23. Now let's try and find a workaround and go to some resource dungeons. 13,000 XP for entering this place. Nice. Yeah, that's the play. We'll go to these things if I can. I think you can buy superstores and there's probably food there too. 19k for this one. We can do Flesh Hatcher now, but this is just easy XP. So we went to Edgefield Dungeon, Karamja Volcano, Daemonheim. 5 more levels for that resource dungeon. Another 28k, almost level 50 Dungeoneering. You've never seen this boss before? It's fairly new. That is the Flesh Hatcher defeated. We get a brand new blessing. Let's see what we got for loot first. It's not really that useful, but we'll take it. Okay, let's pick our blessing. I guess we don't really have a choice. So, I don't know, that'll be solid. Lower the cooldown for all abilities. Much better late game, but still good. From here, the plan was to do another blessing. But first, let's make some full orichalcum armor, and then we will take on the Fight Caves and Jad. Nice. 80 points for killing Jad. Another 80 for killing him without killing any healers. Blessing task. Oh, and I dropped the fire cape. And we get the fire cape. Let's put it on. And that is another 80 point task. And with that, that is a conclusion of day 2 of Leagues. Stay tuned for more Leagues content. I live streamed day 1 and day 2 on my YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll see you then.